Go, 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 and then stop. Is he always this mean to chat? Honestly, the problem is you're not used to a streamer that goes outside. Also, he's bitter and tired of games. This is a game. You're the one who's bitter if you, for some reason, the motherfucker! If you, for some reason, think that this is not a game, but The Witcher 3 is, you're the bitter one. I'm the enlightened one. Now you're bitter? No, bro, I'm chilling. I get a little time without The Rock. We'll get back to The Rock. Don't sweat The Rock. You're going to have to start at the beginning? I should be so lucky, man. That's where the mountain's easiest. If it goes all the way to the bottom, please change the boulder. You know that you're the wrong one here, right? Like, you still have a little bit of cope in your mind that hasn't been killed yet. You're Sisyphus saying, oh, I gotta go talk to fucking Icarus or Apollo or whoever that nerd is and be like, please change the boulder. This one's too hard. It's the same, man. I mean, it's literally harder, but it's the same. You still gotta get the boulder to the top of the mountain. The metallic composition of the boulder, you know, if anything, we should switch to a harder boulder because it would be better for our spirit. I was thinking, so I'm learning a lot about human sexuality this Pride Month. I learned that the top and bottom thing is more like it's behavioral. It's not simply based on like relative ordinal position, right? It's like that you can top from the bottom and you can bottom from the top, et cetera, et cetera. Now, here's a question that I have that I think is actually interesting. Can you be a dom bottom? Obviously, you can dom when you're on the bottom, but aren't you psychologically topping if you're doming? It makes you think. Power bottom? No, I know all about the power, but I thought the power bottom, again, it was like a kinematics thing. Like, I thought the power bottom was more like you're generating the thrust. Like, almost like one person is like an uppercase I standing still, and then the other person is like smashing into them. I thought that was like the power bottom thing. And then I thought like dom sub is on like a different sort of dynamic. Like it's related, but not one-to-one. We need a whiteboard for it. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, so if you can be a dom bottom, then you can be a sub top. And that's the one that I think is fucking with me. How can you be a sub top? You need to watch some gay porn on stream? I'm getting to that point just because, like, it's all a mystery to me, man. That's called a service top. I must have missed the fucking day when they were announcing the names of all these things, man. It all seems so complicated these days. So a top is when you're... A top is generating... I don't know, man. Top is penetrating, bottom is penetrated. See, that's what I thought a year ago. But things have gotten more complicated. People told me that's not true. People told me that the bottom can be the one doing the penetrating, and the top can be the one being penetrated. And now the one that's being penetrated, I'm realizing, can also dom, and the one doing the penetrating can also sub. Like, it just... Not true. People are using it wrong. It's all, listen, I don't know. I need like a PhD in human sexuality or something. Google is your friend. I used to believe that too. I basically think I can't do anything, which I think is a very healthy place to be at because, you know, it leads you asking questions like, can you bottom from the top? Like, can you be a dom that's bottoming in reverse cowgirl when you're the one laying on the bed? Like this, I'm still trying to work the kinematics of it out in my mind. Not again, man! Brother, go more right. Okay, Nick Merckx, I see you. We won't be taking that advice today, but you never know. If enough people stop watching Sisyphus, you gotta, I mean, it's a living, right? Let me squeeze through here. Hold. You're kind of topping from the bottom in this game right now? What do you mean by that? Kind of topping from the bottom in this game right now. Bottom top is spatial. Dom sub is psychological. I don't know, man. I gotta think about it more. And then we gotta throw in the thruple stuff. Is it possible to have 3 subs in a thruple? Is it possible to have 2 doms and 1 sub? Is it possible to have 2 subs and 1 dom? That seems like the most natural arrangement, I guess. Anything's possible? This shit is getting complicated. It's like when you buy combo 1 at the movie theater, and they're like, you can pick any candy as long as it's from the top 2 rows. I'm like, I don't know, man. Is there any chance you could move some of the yummy candy to the top 2 rows, or is it all just chocolate-covered raisins? 3 DOMs. Like, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I feel like that would be a tough dynamic, right? You'd be like, no, you get on your knees. Pet, or whatever they say. That would be hard, man. That's just wrestling. Oh, man. I also feel like 3 subs would be really tough in a relationship. Like, who gets to choose where you're going to eat dinner? Got 3 motherfuckers that are like, are you craving something? Is there anything I can get you for dinner? Like, wouldn't you just starve? Stop. What? Is it too real? Subs don't equal bottoms? No, I know, man. But like if there's a dom and a sub, the dom chooses what to eat for dinner, right? At least 5 nights a week. Not always. Buddy, if your sub's choosing what you eat for dinner, then they're the dom. It's only for sex. It's not for food. It's not for like who drives the car. I just like, if I was a dom, I don't think I could feel authentic being a dom and then having my sub drive me places. The dom has to drive the car, bro. That just makes sense to me. What are you talking about? I don't know. It just feels weird to be like, they're supposed to be submissive to you, but they're the one, driving you. They're the one who gets to choose where the car goes and how it goes there. Like, that just doesn't seem right to me, man. I'm saying, listen, people have been in these kind of arrangements for like many years. It sounds like you fuckers need to ask some more questions. Because like, I'm asking questions and you're going like, it doesn't work like that. Seems like you got to have like a council and figure this shit out. So who drives between you and Kate? Well, that's where it gets tricky, because I drive, but she chooses what we're going to eat for dinner. So I don't know. I think we're like in a very modern relationship where we're both on like equal footing, but maybe some people are more equal than others. That's called a switch. All right, apparently that's called a switch. I don't know about that. I'll have to take your word for that. I thought switch was like a top and bottom thing, not a dom sub thing. That's a verse. What the fuck? You're thinking of a verse? Why are you so curious? I don't know, because there's like 8 billion people on planet Earth and they all are living like different ways. I kind of like see the world around me, and one of my first thoughts is like, why are they doing it like this instead of like that? And then I ask them questions about it to figure out how they got there. Sex Aristotle. Oh, man. You should take the BDSM quiz. I'm good, honestly. It's already like, it's complicated enough in there, man. I don't want to start adding, like fucking sailor's knots and tools and stuff like that. I got to get like a shed. It just doesn't. I'm still trying to wrap my head around like the basic mechanics, honestly. You're 100% a brat tamer. Oh, man. I guess I could infer what it means. I don't think I'm that. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what is. Maybe like at the grill, I could tame some brats. You could be a brat? I don't think I'm a brat, honestly. Whoops. Oh, they're passing it back and forth. It's Xabi Alonso? I gotta watch like some movies that like real cinematic films. Like, I would love to see a movie about like a dom who has chronic premature ejaculation, because I feel like that would be like, there would be some interesting emotions to kind of like tease there. What is wrong with you? I'm like interested in the inherent contradiction, man, of like a top who's sexually dominant, but also he comes like as soon as he puts it in. What's the contradiction? Well, you know. It's kind of problematic to spread the idea that it's bad for a dom to have premature ejaculation. I'm just saying it's like, you know, if LeBron James was like, I'm gonna take over this game, like we're gonna win this series, I'm gonna close him out, and then he fouls out in like, you know, 3 minutes in the first quarter, you'd be like, well, you know, you talk the talk, but I better see some good off-season like workout videos to make up for this, because I'm not trying to dick shame. I'm just saying that would be an interesting movie to see. This is the most genuinely offended I've ever seen chat, though, so I know I'm onto something. Art is meant to be subversive. Get it twisted? I've seen Bros. Don't tell me I'm not an ally. Have you seen Bros? Yeah, did you watch it on an airplane? I don't think so. I saw it in a theater. That's a safe space. The theater is the arena. Did you see Bottoms? Not yet. I got to see Shiva Baby first. He's Rachel Senat posting. This is Rachel Sen. Borat watching Shiva Baby. This is nothing. Let's see where it goes. This is Rachel Sen. This is... Yeah, okay. Dave Chappelle Rowan. There you go. You're working on something there. That's like the last puzzle Pat Sajak had on Wheel of Fortune before he blanked himself. Retired himself. Anna Kendrick Lamar. Okay, yeah, there's something to that. LeBron James Harden Metapod. Oh, man. You think you'll be ran through by 70? Depends if the Cialis prescription comes through. I'm aspiring to be, I hope. You could be ran through in like a monogamous relationship, right? I think that's just called romance. What do you mean by that? I mean exactly what I implied. I don't think you understand the term. It's like when you're ridden hard and put away wet. Yes, okay, he gets it. Thank you. That old chestnut. How does this geezer know that? That's like the expression, you know, when people my parents' age would like say someone looks bad for their age, they would say something like, it looks like they were ridden hard and put away wet. That's not like an invention of the modern day. I'm pretty sure that shit's from like, you know, 1906 or something. You think Sisyphus ever took like a jerk-off break? I'll just be honest with you. Assuming there was no like punitive measure, if this was really me and I was trapped in like this purgatorial kind of situation, every time I drop the rock, I'm jerking off. Because that's my break time just started. Would you drop the ball on purpose? I mean, it's fucked up to say this. Like, I'm a huge loser. I think I would not drop the ball on purpose. I take this responsibility very seriously. That being said, I still think my shit would be chafed up by the end of the day. I don't need any help dropping the ball, clearly. Have you learned anything, though? I learned a lot, man. I didn't think that the person on the bottom could be the dom. But now that I think about it, I'm like, I guess it makes sense. But like a week and a half ago, I didn't know. I would have assumed that the person spatially on top was necessarily the dom. Can you use this knowledge outside of Twitch? I'm not falling victim to your axiom that all information must have a practical use in order to be valuable. Simply to have some of the mysteries of the world revealed to me has value in and of itself. It's a pleasure to learn more about the blue marble that I'm on the one time that I'm going to be here, man. Brings me a little bit closer to everyone. First time chatter, does this streamer ever talk about the game? You must be new here. Most astute Twitch streamer, you must be new here. It's rare to witness a type A chatter being born. Lightning crashes, the moderators dies. The confusion levels heads and go down. The new chatter down the hall. Oh, Oh, my streamers ranting once again. You know what I'm saying? The confusion levels heads. The confusion is they do be level in heads. Say the glory of the high, high. The fetus opens her eyes. The confusion sets in and gives birth to the fetus down the hall. Oh, my fetus setting in again like confusion. Thunder leveling heads. Put the fetus at the center of the setting in. Pale blue colored eyes. Confusion sets in to the angel down the hall. I know what you're saying. That's a classic from the 90s. That's a 90s classic without a doubt.